right. Time on the clock is just after 5:30. It is Sunday, so that means that we are doing some live streaming of Starfinder. All right. Time on the clock is just after 5:30. It is Sunday, so that means that we are doing some live streaming. Everybody say hi to Roberta. She is back as Zarel. Time on the clock is just after 5:30. I remembered to turn everybody's mic on this week, so that's a bonus. So they had arrived here on the floating island of Istamak, chasing some cultists who managed to offend the indigenous life forms, the barbarian type people on Istamak, and so they now have to find a way to sneak into the place the cultists went into. And they found one clue in a place called the House of Renewal, and they found the second clue in the Maze of Ghosts, which then allowed them to triangulate the IP address type thing. And they're going to be working their way over to what's called the Broken Lands, which are these part of Istamak that is broken off, but is still maintained by magic and just floating there in different pieces. And so they've been searching different buildings up in that area close to the floating lands. They found a woman who was living by herself with her daughter, who gave them a clue that some Utes run up there and mess around and will sometimes dare each other and try to have races over through the islands using grapplers, which are like grappling hooks that you shoot, and some cables and rope and stuff. And she gave them an idea of where that happens. So they're sort of working their way up toward that direction, and they came upon another abandoned building, which they went into and found this large creature that they destroyed last week. And they have been discussing the fact that they have been going for quite a while without a rest. They left the community that they've been staying with, went through an entire maze of an ancient research center, and then went searching around the city, went all through the House of Renewal, and now have found themselves after several other buildings in this building still. It's about 4 p.m. and they started at 9 a.m. And have been going nonstop. So they're tired, they're worn out, low on spell slots, and so they've been talking about where they may want to rest, and that is where we pick up. So what do you guys want to do?
Find a safe place to rest.
The time of the day makes it kind of awkward, but I know that as far as my you know what? Is it Fivel is he able to, like, would be able to make like more batteries and bullets and stuff like that if we were to take a nice long leisurely evening of resting and whatnot, or would it just be about recovery and reinitiating spells and that sort of stuff?
If he just can't make stuff without some sort of technological workbench type thing, a work center,
okay,
which you guys have in the ship, but not just from scratch out here. You might be able to modify some of the stuff you already have, but not making stuff from scratch.
Okay, so the question is then, we've been going pretty hardcore. Maybe we should just take a full night, start in the morning again, because I I know Noshi is needs to recover her second and third level spells, and I think also you, Sorrel, have used a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah, there's quite a few things used.
So again, you're not that far from the community. It's 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast you wanted to walk. You're about 45 minutes to an hour from your ship, or you can hole up here. You've got a nice lived-in back of the truck where that thing was living. It's got some gathered couch cushions and 200-year-old blankets and stuff.
I vote for the community. At least that way we can get a nice, warm, comfortable spot to sleep.
Couch cushions and 200-year-old blankets
It's
and
only
stuff.
a 20 to 30 minute walk. I vote for the community. At least that way
Is
we
it
can
only?
get a
I mean,
nice, warm,
how far is it?
comfortable spot to sleep. 20 to 30 minutes.
The ship?
To the
To the ship.
community. The ship is 45 minutes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Maybe we should just take it and go with it. Because I know I was looking through the inventory for both Serena and Noshi, and we don't have a lot of bullets and or batteries available. And actually, Noshi, she's been going through that stuff like crazy. Her capacity to try to stay farther back, and I don't know, she's creating a weird weird thing. Unlike you, seem to have your shit on straight. Noshi is kind of, you know,
So Stream, this
uses
is where the
spells and
party is
everything
with
like
a
that.
little
She
A.
also wants to be a good shot and be useful in a gunfight.
That's the community,
So
and their ship is just down below here on that landing pad.
what do you guys think?
Of what, going back to the ship or going back to the community?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. It's only 4 in the afternoon. Maybe we should just go to the ship and everybody can get enough rest, and we can perhaps make a couple things that we might want to make.
So just as a reminder, you guys arrived so somewhat odd hours. That's why some of your time is thrown off. You guys actually went to sleep at 1 a.m. and got up at 9, and that's why it's a little later than usual. So there's nothing wrong. I mean, like I said, you've been going all day. You can't take multiple 8-hour rests in the same 24-hour period, but you could, you know, chill for an hour or two, relax, and then if you went to bed 6, 7, you could then sort of reset your clocks back on time again.
All right, then let's go back to the ship. Then we could just recharge batteries at that point.
Right. Make some yeah. I think we should try to do that. That way we can get all of our spells back. We'll do a quick look through the inventory. Yeah, so no, she's okay with batteries, but on bullets, she's only got 18 rounds left. And I've used like 27 in the last 8 hours. So I'm planning on using more of the laser pistol, but I'd like to see if maybe 5 or something can up its power or something, make it a little bit more potent. Pay some money or something like that to get that done. That's one thing for that. And then as far as the inventory for Serena, she's okay on batteries. She got 7 of the 7 batteries with 20 in them. She has a 140 charger, but she doesn't use that. I think you have some stuff for 40 charges, right? With the 40 high capacity battery. I just have one. I'm just carrying it. I'm not using it. So And then as far as the where's the rounds? The round, yeah, she got 26 rounds left. So yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to do that. So if we could do that, I think that'd be the best way to go.
All right, I'm down for that.
Just got to make it there without getting annihilated by some flying dragon.
Or strange people from the other side of the rock.
Yes, exactly. That was an interesting fight with the dragon there because with the worm dragon, because we were in a situation where you have this, we were like going down the street and then you have all the buildings, and so it wasn't like we're in a small room. We're approaching we're doing the thought of it is being handled differently. So for example, Five-O was running over and hid behind something, or he ended up being right in the mix of it. He ended up getting clobbered, but you were able to send in, you sent in Arya, and then you were able to go up and around and in a way that's completely out of the way. Whereas, and then Nosi and Serena were there giving him problems, trying to keep it away from Five-O, but we were more spread out and using the tactics. Now we went into this big room. It was big, so Five-O was able to duck under the truck, and was doing all kinds of damage and whatnot and distracting the monster. He never even knew where it was, enabling you to go up and around. And then, and again, Nosi and Serena were able to, Serena dived in straight on, and then Nosi was able to, so it was like we spread out. So when you get more room, tactics come in a little bit more. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It was an interesting way of a little bit of a different approach. I guess it's the same approach, but it was more obvious because it was spread out and it was easier to see the thought behind it,
Right.
Yeah, there it is. Colossal Predator.
Lot of teeth.
Yeah. We're also getting a lot of these creatures that have a lot more reach too. So it's going to be, I think, the spells from you particularly, but also from me, are going to be an important factor. It seems like, because both, Nosi's weapon, the best weapon, is her bone blade, but that means she's got to be right next to it, and Serena's best weapon is her sword. She should be right next to that too. So we need to have our longer range weapons available and ready to go, I think.
All right, so you guys are going to start heading back toward the ship. Are you going to try to head through the hunting grounds where you guys haven't been through at all, or are you just going to take the streets and head back to the ship?
If we go through the woods there, we're going to end up in a lot of trouble, I think.
I agree.
I think
I
we should
think
just,
the streets might be a little bit safer.
yeah, let's just try the streets. We'll go straight through. Maybe we'll cruise through the that circular road area there, right down below the Giants Forest, honor, whatever that thing is, Forest of Honor, and head that way down. Instead of going straight the way we came, which is directly and over to the right. Get a quick perusal of what all that is. It looks like it's living houses and like a little community type of thing.
All right, so I don't know if you want to pull up the map. Well, actually, both of you have the map. It's the map. So if you zoom in a little bit, Ron took offense to having the token say P. So we changed it to A for
Adventure.
adventuring.
Yes, the adventurers.
And so you guys make your way down and around.
Well, where are we? Well, we're right there. Look at the little P. Really? I'm going to find the P. Look for the P there. Okay.
Well, right now I'm trying to find the A. Where are we?
It's up in the upper, over by the floating discs up in the upper left.
Okay, there we are.
You had just come from this building. I just moved you out of that building.
All right.
All right, so both of you give me, well, actually, I'm sorry, all three of you give me perception checks. And
Where's the tower?
Is this a tower one or not?
That is a good question. And Bobby, if you would open up the PCs, Roberta, and open up, just grab Fievel, and then you can close the character sheet if you want. But that way I can grab him as I need to. I can't do it right now the way it is.
Oh, I
Thank you.
found the tower. It's way the hell up there. It's way up on the up in the corner. Still in the lower corner, but up. Yeah, that's
You
way too
said
high.
click on him?
Nope,
Yeah,
that's
you
all I
want-
need you to do. You can close the character sheet. You don't have to bother with him anymore. That's all I needed
Okay,
you to do. Because now I
cool.
can mess with him. So you did find it?
Yeah, but it's way up there, man. It's not gonna do well.
So you can
Okay.
right click on it and unlock it and move it anywhere you want. You can do that with anything.
Ah,
Even the
all right, let's do
modifiers
that.
and stuff.
All right, well that's doable then. I can do that. That's no problem. It's a cool little steampunk looking thing. All right, I moved that down where it's supposed to be.
So is Fivel going to keep staying on my page?
No, just
Like I
X
said,
out.
close it. Just close it.
Oh, close his character sheet too. Oh,
Yeah, he just wants to have it up in the thing there.
there we go.
All right, there we go. That works. All right, so I gave
I'm
you
going to
one
go
of
grab
them.
the light. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds or so.
What's she getting?
A light.
A light? Oh, right. Section. You see the tower now? What we're talking about?
I'm looking for it.
It looks like it's a little steampunk thing with a bucket and a lamp on it. I mean, a light bulb and some fancy brass work. But I moved it down in the corner, which was acceptable. I still lost my sound on the dice, but it doesn't matter.
That is very odd. Like I said, I haven't heard of anybody else losing the sound on the dice. I mean, I don't think you hear it. No, you don't hear it when you roll it in the tower?
No, I'm talking about up in the thing. I haven't tried it today, but I'll try it in my ear.
Yeah, maybe they just have it where it's not showing for the DM.
The tower, you don't have the tower because you know it's a tower.
I usually do, but because I can put it, I can say, well, let me try one thing real quick. Now you got me curious. We'll make it quick. Show GM roll.
Well, like I said, it was up.
Ah, there it is. Now I can see it.
Yeah. If you unlock it and pull it down, then it's.
Yeah, look, that's an interesting contraption there.
This is all steampunk type stuff, so.
Very cool.
Little,
All right.
little
So yeah, because I
and-
can turn on my, so you can see the rolls I make, and so then I
Yeah.
can use the tower as well, so that you can't see the roll if I throw it in tower. All right. So anyway, yep. All right. So those are out. Boom. Okay. So we as you guys are walking along,
And then we'll go. There, and we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go straight down into the loop-de-loop down there just to see what's going on. You know, like walk through the side there.
Remember, you don't have to have your blinker on going into the circle, but you have to going out.
Okay.
Or for my right turn signal, it's.
So there hasn't been a whole lot of stuff going on. You see some rodents here and there, and some birds and stuff. Some larger creatures flying around. You do notice. Actually, I'll put you back a little bit. So as you're getting ready to go into the circles, this building dominates the skyline.
Okay. That looks very
There are
interesting too.
towering edifices that go up to 80 stories tall, and they look relatively untouched.
Wow.
My
You,
interest
and
but we're gonna get clobbered.
and you have seen some creatures, various flying creatures, flying toward there. As you, like I said, you can see it all throughout the Istamak. You can see it off in the distance. And sometimes you see very large creatures, and you're pretty sure that thing you fought and killed lived in there.
Yeah.
But now this is the first time that you've been this close. You're still, half a block away, but still, it's a bit impressive as you're getting this close to it.
Well, I definitely wouldn't mind checking it out when we get back. I mean, when we're coming back, that's for sure. That's very interesting. What does that thing do?
All right, so let me get another check from you guys.
All right. You get colors on the dice for what we do? The perception, I mean, in the tower?
Yes, I see your colors when you roll.
Okay, good.
Well, I should say when you roll in the tower, I don't, I see my color. When you roll normally outside the tower, then I see your color.
Right, okay.
All right, so you guys came through here before with the other people who lived in the Cloud Collective.
Yeah. Everybody doing all right down there?
Go ahead and give me percentiles, both of you. As you can now see your ship off in a distance.
It's all over the map. Look at that.
50, 890, 50 is 140, and 40 is 210. Divided by 3 is 70, okay?
Did mine not go in there?
That did. Perception?
No.
You rolled a
The
survival.
percentile. How exactly? Why am I rolling a survival?
Well, don't do that.
I don't know. Go to Kurzerael's character sheet and click her little speech bubble by her face.
Click the speech bubble.
Let me try that again now.
There we go. Now
I
we have
don't
the
like
full
that,
spectrum.
but that's
Yeah, the full
okay.
spectrum now.
So you should be Israel forever until you click Fievel's speech bubble.
Okay.
So that actually lowered your percentage quite a bit.
It did.
Well,
Oh,
isn't it better to have a lower percentage?
we
It
don't
is.
know. We never know.
For
No.
percentiles, if I ever ask for percentiles, it's almost always better to go. You almost always want lower.
Oh, really?
Limbo low.
Alrighty then. I thought Lucy was doing good. Her good luck is coming through this week. We're changing it, damn it. We're changing it around. We've been doing, I mean, literally shot after shot and missing and missing and missing.
Yeah, it was pretty bad for a while, and then finally toward the end of the fight, she got in a couple shots, but
Yeah.
before that, it was just sad. All right, so you make it back to the lichen farm where your ship has landed.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Yay, the ship. Where's the ship? Where's the ship? Okay.
Takes you about 40 minutes.
Oh, good. We made good time.
So they move the ship info somewhere else then, I guess. Oh, no, they didn't. Well, the ship info isn't there much. Okay, whatever. Okay.
So you're back on your ship. Everything looks to be in order. Does not look like it was harassed. Is there anything you guys wanted to do before taking your rest?
Oh, I'm going to take a shower and eat.
Yeah, we should eat. We're gonna shower. It's the whole thing. I'd like to talk with Fievel about if we can do something with Nosi's laser pistol, perhaps. She's got some money, so if we need to sink some credits into it or whatever, buy
What
them
type of
buy them cliff notes from somebody. The technology cliff notes.
remind me what type of what's it called?
She's got a it's called a something laser. There we go. It is the Corona laser pistol, level 6.
Yeah, too bad we can't use it on the virus.
Yeah.
Do you sing the little song? My Corona.
You're not well. All right, we still love you. Yeah, the range is great. It's got critical burn. This is cool. 20 capacity is great.
It is a small arms, correct?
Yes. Category is laser.
So, chat, what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and pulling up the weapons.
See, Ron, at least you're at a distance and you get him in small doses. I have to sleep with him.
So,
I do not envy you whatsoever.
It takes a little while to open it up.
He's almost as cute as me, but sometimes it doesn't make up for it, right?
I want to get impatient. It clicks things and it doesn't help. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, he's talking.
All right, so I'm looking here, pulling up the weapons to see.
All right.
As you can see from the size, there's a lot of weapons. So I'm heavy, long, melee. We want small, so we're getting there. Small arms laser. All right, so I'm at the small arms laser pistol Corona. Here we go.
Where's my money note again? Where do I find how much money I have? It's on notes. Oh. Inventory. Inventory. Ah. That's under my inventory. My money's under my inventory. How about that? That's for weird. All right, so I got a good amount of credits there. Call up our special high-techy dude, Beaker Breath or something, you know.
Generator.
The old Beaker Breath. Our high-tech tech. Yeah. No, she's rolling in the dough. She's been saving her pennies. Her toys are a lot more expensive.
Laser. Okay, folks. Sorry about that. All right, so they do have a, let's see, yours does 2d4. So there's one that you can mount on in an aperture all on your shoulder, so it leaves your hands free.
Okay.
Or you can mount it on your torso or a forearm. But it is called a Corona shoulder laser.
Okay.
That's a level 8. It does 1d8 and burn 1d6, but it is a shorter range. Your next step up would be a level 9 Aphelion, which is 3d4 with 1d4 burn. And it does bump up to the 40 charges.
That's nice. What's the range on that?
It's the same, 90.
Okay, and that's the one that's mounted on your shoulder, or is it a pistol?
That's a normal pistol. And then the last one would be the that you can afford, or at least that's part of your level. I mean, because the other two I don't think you can afford, the level 11 and level 12. But the level 10 is 2d8 with 1d8 burn, critical, 80 feet range. Now keep in mind, this is the first increment, so you can go up to 3 times that.
Meaning what?
Meaning up to 80 feet is normal, up to 160 feet is -2, and up to 240 feet is
right.
-4.
Got it. Okay. Seems to me like the one before the highest level you just said would be the one.
3d4.
3d4, yeah. And I have money for it if you need money. I got
Well, you would need UPBs.
UPBs. All right. I have credits. I have UPBs. I have 2,000 UPBs.
Go ahead and give me a percentile.
Let's see. In the middle almost. She got some good credits though if she's
All right, so it would normally cost you Actually, let me check one other thing here. All right, so I'm doing a roll to see if he succeeds at it, which he did. And then that's no C. I don't want no C. I want survival. And then we're rolling to see how well he does it. All right, so you're not able to save a lot of money. All right, so it would normally cost you right about just a smidge over 10,000 to upgrade.
And that has to be UPBs, or can it be credit
But
as well?
Fivel is able to do it for 6,000.
Okay. You put me on one of the back-breaking loans.
And he would need, so let me look at the party sheet and see if you guys even have, how many UBBs you guys have.
I've got 2,500.
So in
Yeah,
the party
we've
sheet,
generally split out those things as we've been going along, but we also haven't sold off anything. Maybe we can do a
party can
pre-sale
look and
on
see
that on
6,000.
that really awesome weapon we got just a little bit ago.
Yeah, so altogether, the party has just a
Yeah,
smidge under 6,000 UPBs.
the plasma ribbon. The plasma ribbon. We do a pre-sale on that and get some credit with that, or no?
Well, I guess the problem is it's basically like a 3D printer. And
Right.
you have to have whatever crap makes the 3D printer. But what he can do though is he can tear down, he can revert some things into UPBs,
Okay.
including the laser pistol that you have and things like that.
Okay. So it's going to be a steampunk laser pistol, right? It look like it's going to have little brass knuckles and little twisty turnies on it, and a little bulb that shines over here.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about him making it is he can make it look whatever you want.
Right.
All right, so let me go into NOSI. So look through. Everybody, look through your inventories real quick, especially Serena, and see if there's stuff you don't want that he can tear down into UPBs to try to get some of this so that it doesn't wipe everybody out of UPBs. If you were on a normal planet, you could just walk into a bank, quote unquote, and just exchange them straight across, one for one. Problem is, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
All right, I'm looking for her weapon. She has needler pistol. She has.
Can he convert like the onyx and ruby ankle bracelet?
Yes, if you're not going to be using it or if you don't want it.
Well, she's got an imprisonment level, imprisonment class captured pole, the assault axe, and some pure iron ore, and a shard of cold iron. Those are the few things that she has in the null space bag, and then
There's a pistol corona. Okay.
a holy symbol that's not going to do anything.
Oh, I don't need the jump jets, do I, with my special flying power?
That might be useful.
If you use it for 9 minutes, then the jump jets might come into play, but otherwise, no.
I didn't use the jump jets before that either. Just saying. Oh, wait a minute. It says it's equipped. It must be my current ringwear. Never mind.
That's also something he can do to help you guys get across to the islands. He can switch the jump jets to somebody else's armor if someone else has a armor slot that's not being used.
Oh, nice.
Because you can fly over there, it's just a matter of getting the, you can't carry anybody and you can't, guys don't have ropes and stuff, so.
Right.
All right, so I took that off of you and I'll add this one on there.
Took what off of me? What?
I was talking to Ron.
Oh, okay.
Making sure it's stuck. There we go.
Don't forget about my bracelet. It's not special or anything. It doesn't have any magical powers. It's just pretty.
So what is the value of it?
It is 1150. Has an AC of 10 and a hardness of 5. Hit point 5. Why didn't I know about that? I'd have been wearing that sucker if I had known it gives me 5 extra hit points.
So do you still want to kill it or do you want to use it?
I'll use it. Whip that sucker. If I equip it, will it automatically calculate in the 5 hit points?
No.
Okay, well, it's got 10 AC and 5 hit points.
All right, and where are you wearing it?
On my right ankle.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the HP 5 is
Uh-huh.
is the hit points of the bracelet itself. So
Okay.
if someone tries to break it, it has an armor class of 10. The first 5 points of damage don't count, and then anything above that goes into its hit points.
Oh, okay. Well then, no, go ahead and take it then. If it's not going to benefit me other than protecting itself, go ahead.
Yeah, so in theory, unless it's something I made, and even most of those, almost all your items have hit points and stuff. And if I wanted to be really anal, I could say anytime there's an explosion or a grenade or something, there's a chance it could damage your weapons and stuff. But for the most part, unless somebody actually targets your weapons or your armor or whatever it is, I don't really worry about it. But that is something to keep in mind if you ever wanted to target somebody else's, like you see they're wearing a magic brooch, or you wanted to actually hit their sword, you can try to damage the weapon or itself. And if you succeed, you would break it.
Nice.
All right, so I'm just leaving notes, filling in the times. To get to the ship. So go ahead and subtract. All right, so that was 1,200 UPBs. Are you buying anybody else's UPBs?
I'm changing my B's down to 0
How many do you have?
for Nosy.
How many do you have?
I have a total of 2025. 2025.
All right, so that puts you to 3,300. So you would need about 2,000 more between 2 and 2,500 more UPBs, and then I'll let you make up the rest in credits.
Okay, Serena's got another 1,000.
And I got 15 that I can give them. 1,500.
All right, so that will make it that is enough then. So go ahead and add 1,500 Zerail credits, and no C subtract 1,500 credits.
Okay.
And everything, Serena was mentioning, all those stuff, subtract all those that you mentioned.
Okay.
I put you at 58, so you need 1,200, and then it's just 1,200 credits beyond that, regular credits for NOSI.
Yeah, you have to repeat that.
And then
No,
1,200 credits.
You're taking away that, right?
NOSI is yes.
Subtracting that. 1,200 credits. Okay, that makes it. Let me pull my thing up. I didn't say that. I meant my keyboard on here, getting the ideas. You said it's the laptop thing. Thanks very much for that. And that right there. All right. All right. We are racking up the debt. Almost seems like it's real life.
All right, anything else before you guys go to sleep?
I don't think so. I
Serena's
ate, I showered,
going to do her exercising and stretching. She's going to do her Solarian.
charging my batteries.
Yeah, so we got the batteries. I've got one empty. Just charge that one up for NOSI. Make that.
Does NOSI have a 40 charge battery?
No, Serena only has one. She has one, but she has no use for it, so I can just switch it out with her.
Okay.
So Serena knows NOSI anyway. So let's just say I'll give it to her. Yeah, Serena took out a loan from NOSI before to buy something that she upgraded, so we'll do a trade out on the battery.
Are you sure? I could just give her one. I have 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but Serena's not using it, so she has no
Okay.
need. That's why he was saying that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, so I switched over.
Okay, and then we got bullets to deal with. So this one goes to. Are you doing this? Okay, you did that already. Okay. So
And speaking of rounds, 5 is going to make some rounds for himself. So I'm going to say scattergun. Interesting, he has all these different types of shells. You can make him have explosive shattergun shells.
Nice.
Interesting. 25 for 55. All right, so he can get 25 for 55.
Oh my.
All right, so I'm just going to throw this on here and we should be ready to go. He's got 2, so 25, so I'm going to give him 50 rounds. 50 rounds, so it costs him 110 UPPs. All right, so Nosy, do you need any more rounds for your small arms
Yes.
pistol?
Yes. I don't know how many we can make, but I'll take as many as I can get. I've got 18. I got 18 bullets left.
Okay, so again,
and Serena.
you just ground UPBs or buy UPBs from people. 5 will have some UPBs you can buy if no one else does.
Okay. Well, I think I've used up all my sources.
Good thing is you don't need that much. So you can get 30 rounds for 40 UPBs.
Okay.
So do you want 30 or do you want 60?
Well, I'll take 60. And I split them up between how many bullets she got.
All right, so it gives you 78. Go ahead and take away 80 credits.
Okay.
Plus gratuity.
And even 200.
I'm sure 5 wouldn't mind. 80.
Yeah, let's make it even 100. So that's 100. Oops.
So that would be 23.
So when all is done and said, both Nosy and Serena
60.
have 0 UPBs left, correct?
Correct.
Put them all into the pot.
That's what you said, yes.
Okay, good.
Why is he encumbered? Shouldn't be.
Yeah, this is good. This will be good.
Oh,
Sacrifice will be worth
shells
it.
are insane. Okay. All right, so you guys are taking a long rest. Let me go ahead and push that. All right, so you see here him sort of clinking away in the back of the ship as in the technological lab. No, see you after as everybody starts to go to bed and stuff. You check your the scanner you have, and make sure, and you can tell that everybody should be fine after a long night's rest. That's pretty much all they need. You don't see any diseases. You don't see any other long-term conditions.
Yay.
All right, so you guys are all set and ready to go. It is 7:30, 5:30. So you guys basically get up at 5:30. Get up, putz around for about an hour. With showers, morning routines, stretching exercises, whatever it is that you want to do. Eating, of
And we can do a little
course.
bit of Solarian
Oh,
meditation, etc.
So it is 7 o'clock. You guys have gathered at the door, ready to head out. Where would you like to go?
Well, I'm highly interested in checking out that those towers over there. It could take up some time though in our search. Oh, also, I don't recall, I might not be getting this exactly right, Roberta, but something we know a little bit about the floating mountains area up there, up in the upper left. That there should be ways of getting over there. There might be grappling hook and that sort of thing, but there's also some sort of youth and whatnot that have played there, and that are not necessarily youth, but people are over there to a certain degree and have gone to the mountains from the mainland. So there is ways of doing it. We'll have to do some looking around and perhaps some chatting and some bribing and whatnot to do it. But we can get over to the little mountain, the little ranges, the floating mountain things. It'll be doable. In other words, make sense? Anybody?
I missed almost the entire thing because I couldn't hear you and I had to disconnect and come back on.
Oh. Eric, was I accurate at all or not?
Yes, with the caveat of the woman that you talked to. So if we go up to that corner,
Right.
and then all the way
Oh,
up,
that's
basically to the top of the map, and then down east, this weird looking thing.
yeah, the little hubcap thing. Yeah.
That's where she said that the kids hang out, and then so you might be able to go there and
Right.
either talk to kids or find what they have or whatever it is.
Oh, sorry. We found this woman and her kid that's was in a consortium or auditorium type of thing. She was a musician and practicing and whatnot, and she had a little kid, and we helped her out, and she helped us out by giving us some information and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, cool. That's my suggestion for Nosi wants to see that. Serena's fine with it. She's all rested and ready to go, limbered up. So I'm all for going to that building if you want, or we can go or other places.
Yeah, let's try that building.
Okay.
We are talking about the 80-story building, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you guys, okay, start making your way back. Go ahead and give me perception checks in the tower.
Okay.
No, I have my tower covered.
Unlock it and move it down. I just covered up macro 11 there. Use it for that one.
All right, so as you guys are walking along, as per usual, it's not really unusual to see grasses growing and over and through the road, or patches of mold and things as you're walking along. But you notice, let me see the party order. Yeah, so Serena's first, and so she sort of puts her hands to her side, stops from it, and as you bend down and look at this grass that's ahead of you, and you see that it looks to be about ankle deep of weeds, but you notice that the blades of the grass are extremely sharp, and as you reach out and touch one, it's very hard.
Right.
So if you walk through it, it's probably going to slice through your armor and do damage to you.
This is within the dome thing.
Trippy.
No, this is as you're walking back toward the.
Oh, okay.
Let me move you guys around.
I'm going to suggest we don't walk on it.
Yeah, let us go around.
It sounds to me like it's the equivalent of lava rocks that look like they're pretty mild, but are actually razor sharp.
Oh, equivalent to Legos.
Or that too. Yeah, I tried that a couple times. There isn't any way of doing that.
No.
You know, let's see if I can just do this, and then no, can't. It's just too painful.
Real quick, there's a competition that they have on a game. There was a TV show where the person who holds the Guinness World Record for longest time walking barefoot over Legos.
Really?
Oh, to tell the truth. It was on To Tell the Truth.
How long is it? Is it more than 60 seconds? Is
Yeah,
that
well,
possible?
they have this whole pit. Well, I mean, basically they fill have 2 inches of Legos on like a sidewalk of just Lego, and you have to walk barefoot.
Right.
So it's sort of like walking out through fire, but it's
Right,
Legos.
right.
But it's Legos. And
I think they're cheating. 2 inches is too squishy. They need 1 inch.
I don't know what the actual number is, but it looks to be about that much. It might not even be. I don't think it's indented. I think it's on top of the floor.
It's on top of concrete. It's not in a padded
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
Right, I know. I'm just saying, like, seems to me like if you got 2 inches of stuff, you can squish down in that one. You got 1 inch, there's no squishing. Anyway, it's kind of crazy. It's amazing thing that what the feet are. Feet are a weird thing. It's pretty cool. So it's a good deterrent for thieves. They set them under the windows. They come in,
Okay,
they
Kevin.
into your house barefoot, then they're screwed. All right, stop fiddling around here. Let's get busy.
All right, so you guys go around. It's called Weary Weed, and you guys got some experience for not going through it.
Cool.
Our right mind would go through it.
You don't notice it. She got a 41 on her perception check.
Way to go.
Otherwise, it was very plausible that you wouldn't even have noticed it.
Yeah, don't trip and fall in that grass.
Yeah, I know. We just saw the one of the transporter movies, and the one where there's just the chick with the machine guns in like lingerie, and when Jason Statham finally fights her.
Oh, yes.
They're in the room of her, whatever you want to call it, her boss. It's got that big, massive piece of artwork on the wall that's just spikes sticking out of the wall.
Yep, I remember that scene.
Yeah, it's like, why would you ever have that in your house? If you just tripped over yourself, if it was a small one, you impale yourself and be, in the hospital for years with brain damage from tripping over your sock or something, It's very anticlimactic. We wanted her to get hurt more before she died. That's all I'm saying. All right. We're heading up. We're heading out. Are we seeing people around at all? I mean, there's not like random people walking around for the most part, right? People keeping to themselves.
You have not seen anybody this morning, no.
Okay.
It's Saturday. Everybody's sleeping in. Except for me. I don't get to sleep.
Gotta
Oh,
put the grid on first. All right, so you guys are able to make it the rest of the way successfully. And you are approaching the base of these giant skyscrapers. You see it's a collection of buildings. There are 3 of them that go up. They look to be very thin as they stretch up to the sky. What would you guys like to? And then there's a bunch of lower, smaller buildings around them. Some of them stretch up high as well, but nothing more than 2 or 3 stories.
well, here's a question. Do we think that looks like we're on a back, kind of a backside? Do we want to see if we can like kind of maneuver in that way? Do we want to like go around the front and make it obvious that we're going into this building or into this structure type of stuff?
Well, I think if there are things flying around it, it doesn't matter which way we go in.
Well, I'm just like, like obviously if you're going into a big structure,
10
it's easy to see people.
Right.
Whereas if we're coming in from the side, we're not like evidently a big party walking in with guns blazing or, guns at the
Gotcha.
ready, kind of being a little more
Yep.
sneaky about it.
Let's go in the back area here. Ooh.
All right, so give me perception checks just as you guys are looking around. We're gonna make it 8. All right, so as you're walking, you're just looking at the eastern side of these buildings.
Yes.
All right, so you see that this corner where you guys are looks to be fairly intact for the most part. From back here, you can see that this corner over here has been is caved in, and the buildings there are destroyed. But these three right here look to be intact. It looks like there's a larger entrance or a courtyard and a statue type thing, or what was the base of a statue over here that would lead into. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to turn it. Will sort of lead you in like this.
Okay.
It looks like there's a main foyer or, like I said, statue and walking area through here.
Is a good majority of the stuff on ground level? Or not?
These three buildings that's right in front of you on the corner are the one closest, the smallest one is 1 story. The other two are 2-story. And
Okay.
then the courtyard is, like I said, just grass and like some paths that lead up. And then it goes into the main foyer of the skyscraper.
Right.
Does that answer your
Okay.
question?
Yes.
Here we go. Chambers. Ooh, floors.
Shall we? See what's going on here? You have a closer
there
up
it
map
is.
of this area or no?
Yep, I was just waiting to see what you guys were actually going to be doing.
You want to get straight to the skyscraper, or do you want to check out some of these smaller outbuildings quick?
I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Well, let's cruise through the 1 story.
All right.
We have to pass it anyway, might as well. Now.
Let's do it.
4. This is 1, 2, 3,
All
4,
right.
5, 6. Okay, 6.
Oh.
6. All right, so which one are you going to go into?
That short little 1 story one, like directly in front of us. The
Yeah,
one
the
that's in
corridor.
between the 2-story ones.
All right, so you head over there and you see that the door is sort of broken, but you're able to push with brute force and pull it open. And you see a lot of dirt and leaves and stuff. It looks empty and abandoned.
Okay.
See, that didn't take long.
There you go. Next.
10 by 10, that's fine. Turning
Let's try that 2-story one to the left.
flipping you.
It looks like it has connection to the other thing too.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. It's wrong. Flip. There we go. Shoot, I didn't want to. Control Z. All right, so which other one are you talking about?
The one directly to the left.
The
To
left.
left.
The second story one to the left.
Yes.
It's kind of squared.
All right. So you are able to get in, open the doors on that one. It looks like somebody had been staying here at some point. You see some fires, uh, a place where a fire had been set. You see there's the above that this roof and the ceiling is all dark and black, and it looks like there's a hole going up into the second story. Um, and you see what used to be a staircase going up. There's some remains of some old furniture in here. The staircase has broken, has several steps that are broken.
Can we tell if it was fairly recent or it's been a while?
Give me survival.
Everybody?
Guess whoever's trained in it.
Up in the thing?
No, it can be a regular check. You're able to know whether or not you remember it.
Okay.
A little bit more, people. Come on, a little bit farther.
That's good. I have to drag this stuff?
All right, so with Nosi, definitely Zarela and Serena, you're not positive, but Nosi is definitely able to tell that it's very old, at least 6 months to a year.
Oh, okay. Well, we're probably not going to run into any. You guys want to just head for the courtyard?
Yeah, I think so. We'll go for it.
All right.
Take our chances on being seen walking around with his armed up to the teeth.
Go 20.
All right, we're heading for the courtyard.
All right. We have a picture of this one.
20 by 32.
There's the courtyard, by the way. Are these all individual different buildings here in this one little structure?
Sort of a conglomeration of the two individual buildings and that have been sort of merged together, sort of like a
Up on a pedestal type of thing?
right,
Okay.
sort of like a mall, or we have walkways leading in between different buildings, so they're all interconnected, but they're individual buildings as well. All right, so I just need to check one other thing. I'm almost done. Perfect.
So, Ron, on one of the trivia shows that we watched, they had a question about Lombard Street. in
Yeah.
San Francisco, and I couldn't remember the name of it for the life of me. But has anybody tried skateboarding down that thing?
Yeah, but everybody does that, but they try to patrol it in such a way that they keep people off it. Otherwise, it'd be inundated with all the youth and whatnot. So doing all
Right.
kinds of shit. But people actually live there on that street. We've actually been there when there was a couple of them that were open for sale, which we've tried to figure out what the logic would be in living there, and it
Right.
seems pretty insane to me. But
All right, so let me throw you onto the map.
yeah,
Well,
the map.
I'd rather you place me gently, because I think if you threw me, it would probably hurt.
Ah,
Oh, that's why. All right, give me just a second. Tiles.
That's it.
I know there's grass tiles. I don't know why it's not. Oh, dirt. Filter grass. Starship chambers? No.
Starship
All of
combat
them.
off.
All of them.
That's a new button, isn't it?
Grass.
Think
Brushes.
so.
Tiles.
Yeah, they changed the Starship stuff around. I noticed. And
Oh,
they
there
used
we
to
go.
have it
Thank
as
you.
a tab down on the right side there of our things, and now it's just a weird looking thingy. And then of course now over on the tracker, combat tracker, they have a Starship
Here we go.
combat on and off. When we get into that, it could be interesting.
Huh.
No. I want you 10. 10. Stop it. Shit. Delete. There you go. Perfect. Up. There you go. Shoot. Delete. Grab it. Play. Line of sight. Leech token. Alright, you guys are stuck in the bush. Hold on, I'm just trying to get you out of the bush.
Okay.
Alright, so you make your way through some bushes and you see you're at the base of what used to be a statue. Enable. Enable. And so you see in front of you there's pathways that go left and right to these side buildings, but the main path that goes up to the north into the large building. So the tokens are unlocked right now. So you can feel free to move. Oops, let me stick you in a square. There you go.
Are we just to clarify, the map is facing the correct orientation as it is on the other one. The same orientation. Ever since you threw that one map up that was turned sideways, I'm confused all the time now. So
Yes, it's. Like I said, it's not really that important, but yes.
okay. Well, I mean, it is when you say, okay, let's go explore this building. Before we're in the lower left-hand corner, and we start going to try to go left, and instead of going, let's go that way. So just kind of give me an idea where we're trying to go. All right, let's do it with it. So this thing in front of us is like an obelisk or something, or a statue, or is it a?
It's the base of a statue, I think.
Correct. So right now you guys are pretty much, you've worked your way, you went through that little pathway as I mentioned, if you look at the Istamak map, and then
Right.
worked your way around behind this building, and you're now sort of behind the two buildings you studied, looking up. You know the building to your left, to the west, was destroyed. The building to the right you've already looked at. So now you're going up, straight up into the main skyscrapers. Does that answer your question?
I think so.
Yes, I think so. The building that we were looking to go into then is right below us. We have to go down.
No, it's right above you. You went down, and now you're going up. So you came in, you had to come in because of the ruined buildings and the pathways and stuff from 3 o'clock.
Right.
So you went down to about 6 o'clock, and now you're at the statue going back up to 12 o'clock.
Okay. Is there a building right behind us?
Yes,
Do we want to check out that building?
that's the one you already went through. So the 3 buildings that you explored, 1, 2, 3,
All right. Yes.
you
Okay,
had
all
to
right.
work your way around those and behind them.
So we know what's behind the trees. Then even though we're not seeing it physically.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Got it.
If you go into the
Now,
trees or push your way through the bushes and stuff, you can see what's behind them.
okay. Okay. Nothing there. Even though we said that basically our order is going to be Serena, Nosi, Fievel, and Zarel, but the order has been Fievel, Serena, and then Nosi and Zarel. That's been our general. We're going into places that recently. I'll just give you a heads up on that one.
So you're
Fievel is
looking at.
very. Right.
Sorry, I thought you were done. So you're looking at steps. So these are steps going up, and they in a half semicircle. It goes up about a total of 5 feet.
All right.
Don't forget you can use the arrow keys. If you hold control, you'll just sort of be free floating around. So you don't want to hold control. But
here I am. I'm ready. I'm ready to press. All right. So if I touch somebody first.
all right, so who's going up?
People our surroundings. Yeah. No, she'll do is going to do a magic check in front of us. Hold on a second. Hold on. Somewhere here. There we go. And just one click.
You do not detect any magic.
All right.
All right, so as you
Like how
walk
they,
up the steps, you're now able to see a little bit clearer. And you see that there's a big double door in front of you.
all right, so she has her, so Serena has her bombast cannon, hand cannon ready. Gonna kind of do some at the ready type movements now. We're gonna go into the building. Just casually walking in with a beer in hand and let's go, people.
The door is locked.
Right. So what are you
How big is the lock?
supposed to do about that again?
So you can go, you can use engineering to
Is it
break into a
electronic?
lock.
Okay. Probably 5 will be the best one to do that, but nonetheless. Yeah, what
Correct.
level?
You can ask him to do it. Yep.
Yeah, let's see what engineering. Yeah, 5 will probably the best. 5, if you don't mind. No, she will certainly give you a hand. Her thing is that right? Yeah, or actually, Serena can give him a hand too. I give him a hand. Here's my engineering.
Okay.
That didn't do much. A little bit 15.
There we go. All right. So this would be considered an average lock, as opposed to a simple good or superior lock.
Cool. So definitely not a bank we're going into. That's a good thing, right? Level of
Right.
security.
And you both gave bonuses. So he has a +4. So he needed a 25. And with the +4, he got a 25.
Sweet.
So it takes him a little while, but he's able to eventually get it unlocked. And unlocks the door. Oops. Hold on. I didn't realize that was open.
I think it's already.
All right. So you guys go in. You see that this is a large empty foyer. Looks like may have been screens or something earlier, a long time ago, but now you see mostly barren walls. There are some real fainted paint or whatever they use to decorate the walls, but it's very basic colors. Again, it's mostly faded over the years.
Right.
All right, and Zarel, what are you doing?
Texting on my phone. And
Are the black areas that we're looking at when we're inside here, are those walls? Or we don't know.
I'm going to assume so if we can't see past them.
Like where Serena and Nosi are standing right now. She can't. There's black squares there below them.
That looks
Yeah, yes, that's walls.
Okay.
horrible.
That down a bit. Wow. Now what's that straight up ahead of us? Is that those are just black squares out there? That's not something we're actually seeing, right? You look straight at the map.
I tried to. I just made a mistake.
Okay. Just want to make sure, like, we're not seeing like.
Hold on.
A
That
Tron
never
type of a field out there in space.
Well, I built this entire map while we were talking, so I didn't realize that this was that there was a wall here. I mean that it was open here. So.
Okay. All right. Just give me a second. I'm gonna go get my power cord real quick.
Funny you say that because I just looked at my phone and I have to plug in too.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna say it's 3. Looks like 15 isn't being used. 3.15.
So can we see down through these grates?
3.12. No. Looks like they're what used to be wiring and things. They're not actual. You couldn't put your finger down through them.
Okay.
Just sort of like corrugated flooring that has been exposed over the years.
All right.
Just consider this whole thing like a floor.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go with 3.11. 3.11. Actually, no, we'll just go with 3.12. Point. Is there any ones? No. Point.
All right. So we have a wide expanse of floor around us. Is that what I'm saying?
Skyscraper.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, it's been weathered over the years and sort of worn away at some points. But what look like grates and stuff are not. You can't like put your hands through it and stuff.
Okay.
All right, and let me make a check. All right, and so we'll Nosi, what are you doing? Skills.
Gonna do another magic check, I think. Do we see? Is there a wall to the right there? To the east.
So if you move your cursor over it, you'll see it's a door that's closed. In front of Nosi, there's a door that's closed.
Big massive door. Pretty massive, isn't it?
Yes. Looks to be
That's
about
great.
20
That's
feet
like,
wide.
wow.
So as you're close to it, and you're close enough to it, you realize this is sort of like a emergency, almost like a portcullis. Just when people close up their shops at night in downtown cities and stuff, they pull down this big grate, these big metal thing, so people can't break into
Yeah.
their things. This is similar, probably like a fire break or something to where in an emergency they would lower it. It's probably not meant to be down. It's probably just supposed to be open, but perhaps it just broke over the years or
Okay.
somebody locked it. You're not sure why, but it looks to be the whole thing is there is no real opening. You're gonna have to lift it to get past it, and it's the same on the other side. And as you guys are looking around the room, you also notice you don't see a whole lot of tracks. It doesn't look like anybody has been in here for quite a while.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Where if you don't know where you are within the building, you don't know which way to go. Like we could go to the right, and go outside to the patio, or we could go to the left, and that could be the patio, but the other side's the building. So if you know which way
Everything
it is.
below you is the patio. Everything above you and to either side is the building.
Okay.
Flip a coin here, and
Yeah, flip a coin.
it's just like
Oh, do it.
a big
Do a six.
closed door on the right.
Throw a
Do a what?
six-sider. Odd we go left and even we go right.
All right, here we go. Even.
Right it is.
Right it is. All right, there we go. I like how you have the little circle around the character so that you can see which one's moving. All right, here we go. So it's open. We're gonna head on in.
So it takes you a few minutes, and all of you have to work together, sort of cramming something under it and then slowly prying it open. Fievel is able to sort of crimp the path it goes down, so it doesn't immediately fall back down, but you're slowly able to get it to work up to where it's about 4 feet high now, and you guys can duck underneath it.
All right. Duck we shall. Dun, dun, dun.
Right.
Ooh.
So there's still walls just on the upper top and bottom, right? Nothing else.
Correct.
Ooh.
All right, so everybody give me a perception check.
My perception has been for crap.
Compared to Serena's, it's not that bad. It's a 20-sided dice, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So Nosy, You notice a little bit of movement coming from inside the room.
See something moving over there.
CSS.
You know what she says?
Which way?
Move, but oh, we're in combat technically. Right. Let's see how the combat tracker works.
Helps if
Yeah,
I
no.
click the right button. All right, so you see these two blue dots about 8 feet off the ground, about 8 or 9 inches across from each other. Turn and look at you, Nosy. Looks like a pair of eyes.
Okay.
Oh,
And everybody give me initiative.
didn't know.
Initiative is over. Okay.
Why this? Oh, that's a level higher.
Not too bad.
Okay, I see what's going on. All right, so right in front of you, so you see there are large squares on the ground, about 15 feet around.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah, okay.
right here, this goes up. So this is higher. There's a little balcony here. That's 8 feet higher than where you are.
Oh, that's where those stairs go to.
And then, yes, you get there by these stairs. And that's why you can't see beyond this corner, because this is blocking it.
Okay, so we have to go under there to get up the stairs to get up there.
You would have to go around. It's solid. So you can't see underneath it. It's not like scaffolding. You got a wall in
Okay,
front of you going down the wall there.
fine, whatever.
So what I just said is incorrect. No, so you heard something. You didn't see it.
Okay. All right, so the desk looking thing right there up.
Correct. That I opened it by a mistake. You guys shouldn't.
So that's up. I'm saying that's up on upper level. We don't see that.
Correct.
We're seeing a wall, and that's it. Oh. Okay.
There we go.
All right. I have no idea where the stairs are then. We're hearing something. So.
So it goes to the south and around.
Where
Right.
Serena can see.
Right. Are those the stairs right there?
Because this is the end right here. You don't see stairs yet.
Okay.
So this is high, this is low. And I said I apologize for the way this map is done, but I can't. There's no way to really undo it at this point.
Right. There's a all we'd be seeing is just this row of walls right there going up and down a path. If we were
Correct. And you can see, like I said, you can just see like the back of a chair
Right.
above you
Something up high on the next level.
because you're pretty tall, so that's fine.
Right. Yep. All right. So Serena's going to head this direction then.
All right, and you see this. And the you see the parts that are blue are sort of flickering and flashing as its sort of head is glitching a little bit as it's looking, turning, and sees you.
The cybernetic golem.
5, 10, 15, 20. So you've gone 20 feet. Are you doing anything else?
Am I able to see that thing, or am I not able to see that thing?
Yes.
So it's on the balcony above me.
No, it's on the floor.
All right.
So I'm just going to close it, and then we're just going to pretend, forget the balcony. So I can't see what you guys can see. I put my cursor over it, and everything lights up, and I can tell what's high. But apparently you guys can't. So we're just going to leave it, say it's all the same floor.
Okay.
All right.
And you can just magically see through the desk and everything else. So what are you doing?
So I have my weapon is at the ready, and does it appear that the golem is turning menacingly, or
Give
any
me
indication?
The heck? Isn't there like an insight or something like that? Sense motive. Give me a sense motive.
Okay.
Yes, it looks like it's menacing and coming towards you in an aggressive fashion.
Oh boy.
Nice. Raising the gun. Halt. You will be damaged, cybernetic boy. And she is aiming at the dude. If he takes any more movement, she will shoot. She has her cannon. Yes.
All right, Nosy.
No, she's coming in, so
CT open on turn. Only NPCs, please. Thank you.
I clear myself again. How do I clear myself out again?
Just right click on your token.
Right click and then reset.
Doesn't give you the radial option to the 9 o'clock clear movement.
Nope,
Cancel
just
movement.
says left, rotate life, and then delete token and oh wait a minute, try this one. Cancel move. How about that? There we go. All right, let's try it again.
Stop. Hold on a minute. Stop.
What?
Okay. You can proceed from there.
Okay. There's fine. And she has her the creature moves. She has her new laser lens pistol in hand and pointed at the creature. And she telepathically tells Zorael and Fievel that we're over here to the south, facing a cyber.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. You broke up a little bit. What was the last thing you said?
I said I'm telepathically telling Zorael and Fievel that we are down a little bit to the south. We got a creature, some sort of cyborg thing over here. I'm not sure of its intentions. Serena seems like she's ready to shoot.
All right, and while I'm thinking about it, do you guys want me to change the grid so you can see it a little better?
What grid is that? Oh,
Oh, that is so much better. Thank you.
is it? All right.
Does that work? Make it pink?
No,
Ooh, that's pretty.
whatever she wants. Let her pick what she wants, and then we'll go with that.
Oh, no, that matches the outline. Yellow is fine.
All right, so how's that?
That's fine.
Perfecto.
I made it in the square. What's Ara's move?
What's what?
I was looking at Ara's move. Deploy spider.
Okay.
That's one of your options to deploy the spider.
If I move but I don't attack, she could still move.
So she moves regardless. If you don't attack, she can move and attack, but she can always
Gotcha.
move on her own.
See, I knew there was something.
Did I just see poltergeist activity right there behind you, Roberta? There was a cup that just like jumped off the table. That was neither a yes nor a no.
Yes. That was like, oh my gosh. I heard it and I'm like, what the heck fell?
It just fell off the table, man.
All right, so you're moving up. Is
Wow,
Zarel
but
going to
yeah.
do anything?
No,
Or you,
I'm just gonna deploy Ara.
okay, so she's going to move up. Shit.
I'm not moving anywhere
That's
else.
5 on it.
All right, and then, so is she going to attack then?
Yes. As soon as I find.
All right, so he is targeted. And it
Hit.
hits.
Okay.
The paranormal investigator. Did you just put that up there for a joke or not?
Oh no, that's what I do.
That's her
It's my
theme.
character. It's my
Okay.
theme.
So like Serena is a spacefarer and Nosy is a scholar. Fievel is an ace pilot. She's a paranormal investigator. All right, so that was Ara.
All right, moving on.
What is their movement? X-ray vision. Perception check.
Where are we in the-
Alright, so at this point, nobody's fired any weapons. Nobody has done anything that would make a whole lot of noise besides opening up the door from before. Speed is 40 feet. Alt 5, 10. Alright, so we can actually see everybody. So you see this, the midriff sort of come down, and this clearly a weapon, and a little red dot appears on Zerail.
Oh no, you didn't.
As a beam shoots out. And you get blasted with this laser. And you can see this one, its head is twitching a bit, and it's one of its eyes is out. It's not lit up. So the one with Aura, let me see if it notices Aura.
Oh, there's more than one? Am I missing one?
The one that shot you is to the north.
Uh-huh.
North. Ah.
All right, and so you see the whole, its fist starts sparking, and it goes all the way up to his elbow. These sparks go dancing, and electric surges go all around it, and it sort of swipes down at Ara. Shoot. I'm just trying not to hit anything else. Let's see. And it hit, and you hear, and also you hear, as it also does, so it pulses as it hits. And you can hear the sound. It sort of really irritates, makes your ears ring for a second. All right, and have me give me a reflex save, Aura. And DC is 26.
Very funny. Her reflex is only 4. She couldn't get it even if she tried.
So she gets knocked off. And is on the floor.
Is she wounded?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, wounded. Okay.
All right, so Fivel saw you
Oh,
get
yeah.
hit, so he's going to move up a bit. So he can see him better. He's going to use his laser and shoot him. So it slams into him and it sort of hits him in the shoulder and he rocks back a bit. Very quiet, doesn't say anything or cry out. And that is where we will leave it. Top of round 2 with Nosy. So real quick, if you zoom out on this map,
Right. Yep.
can you see the whole map?
Yep. Well, I see what she's showing us, I think. The outside section.
So
There's some.
that entire thing I made while you guys were talking about coming to the skyscraper. After the long rest, I made this from nothing.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Threw it
Very
together.
cool.
Because of Unity, you can now do that type of stuff with tiles and different things and other stuff. It's got the walls. That's why I was confused. I didn't know it was a wall, an open passage to the north, and stuff like that. So, and it's not perfect, and I'm not real familiar with this map because you guys are. I'm seeing it for the first time too.
Right,
Anyway, so I'll expand on it and may clean it up a little bit. It might tweak it a little bit, but anyway, I at least wanted to give you guys something to do today instead of just saying it's empty.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for playing, people. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream. So, stream, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come check us out live at 5:30 on Sunday nights Pacific time.
Yay.
And we will see you next week. And on Twitch, Spencer77. But whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.